There will always be a version of you that wants to stay comfortable. The one that loves the couch, loves the excuses, loves pretending that tomorrow is the magic day everything changes. That version of you is weak, and every time you skip a workout, every time you hit snooze, every time you choose comfort over discipline, that weak version gets stronger. But there is another you, a version that doesn't negotiate with failure, a version that shows up beaten, tired, sore, and still refuses to quit. That version is buried inside, waiting to be unleashed. Comfort strengthens the weak version of you. Discipline strengthens the unstoppable version. Every single person on this planet carries two versions of themselves inside. One is loud, lazy, always ready with excuses. The other is silent, powerful, and capable of rewriting destiny. The battle between these two versions doesn't happen once in a lifetime. It happens every morning when you wake up, every night before you sleep, and every moment in between. The weak version of you loves comfort. Comfort is warm. Comfort is safe. Comfort is easy. Comfort tells you, you've done enough. Rest a little more. Start tomorrow. No one will know if you skip today. You deserve a break. Comfort sounds kind, but comfort's only mission is to keep you right where you are. And where you are is not where you want to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't be chasing change. Comfort keeps you average. Comfort whispers lies that feel like truth because they protect you from stress, effort, discomfort, and growth. But while comfort keeps you the same, your goals demand evolution. Comfort builds convenience. Discipline builds character. Comfort versus discipline, the daily war. Every day a choice presents itself. Stay weak or get stronger. That's the real divide. Your weak version wakes up first. It hits the alarm and says, 5 more minutes. 5 minutes becomes 10, becomes 30, becomes waking up in regret. Your unstoppable version wakes up with a mission. Let's get after it. Not because motivation struck, not because the weather is good, not because yesterday was productive, but because discipline doesn't wait for the perfect mood. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is a decision. Motivation fades on rainy days. Discipline puts on the shoes anyway. Motivation feels good. Discipline makes you good. Comfort feeds weakness. Comfort is a trap disguised as reward. It prevents strength from developing, skills from improving, potential from being realized, confidence from being earned. The weak version of you thrives on shortcuts, distractions, instant rewards, entertainment over achievement, validation instead of self-respect. This version isn't evil, it's human. But if you feed it daily, it becomes who you are. It becomes your identity. Skipped workouts become habits. Excuses become personality traits. Fear becomes a lifestyle. Weakness grows in the shadows of comfort. Discipline feeds greatness. While comfort feeds weakness, discipline feeds the version of you that refuses to settle. Discipline is showing up when it's dark, cold, and inconvenient. Discipline is finishing the workout when your mind says stop. Discipline is choosing growth over feelings. Discipline doesn't ask, do you feel like it? It commands, do it anyway. And every single time you choose discipline, even in a small decision, your unstoppable version grows stronger. Discipline is uncomfortable, but discomfort is the birthplace of power. The self-respect equation. When you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you build confidence. Real confidence isn't created with compliments, follows, or likes. It is built through sacrifice, consistency, repetition, completion. Self-respect is earned privately. When you do the things you said you would do, your voice becomes stronger. Your drive becomes deeper. Your ambition becomes unstoppable. When you break those promises, your doubt gets louder. Your fear grows bigger. Your belief in yourself disappears. Discipline is the currency of confidence. Comfort is the tax on your greatness. What comfort costs you? It's not just about muscles or fitness. It's about identity. Every time you surrender to comfort, here's what you trade away. Future pride, future strength, future success. Comfort steals tomorrow's greatness for today's weakness. The weight you don't lift today becomes the regret you carry tomorrow. And over time, comfort builds a wall that blocks dreams. Before you realize it, years pass, And the only thing that grows is your frustration. What discipline rewards you with? Discipline is hard, yes, but discipline pays in. Growth, progress, results, pride, opportunity, transformation. Discipline becomes your proof that you can rely on yourself. You become dangerous, not to others, but to the doubt that once controlled you. You walk into a gym not hoping to be stronger, but knowing you were becoming stronger. You stop negotiating with your excuses and start destroying your limitations, building the unstoppable version of you. The unstoppable version of you isn't built in comfort. It is forged in early alarm clocks, in sore muscles, in dripping sweat, in heavy breaths, in just one more rep, in choosing to show up when you could stay home. Greatness requires pain, not injury, but effort so real that most people would quit. The unstoppable version you want to become is waiting, but it cannot come alive in convenience. It can only be awakened through repetition of discipline. Closing the gap. There is a gap between the person you are and the person you want to be. That gap is not filled with dreams or wishes. It is filled with early mornings, late nights, sacrifice, focus, hunger, failure, recovery, and relentless consistency. The weak version of you wants rewards first. The unstoppable version of you earns the reward by embracing the grind. Which one are you feeding today? The wake-up call. Every day you either strengthen your unstoppable version or strengthen your weak version. There is no neutral. Everything you do is a vote for who you are becoming. You want the abs, you want the strength, you want the power, you want the confidence. Then you have to make a decision. Let comfort win, or let discipline rewrite your story. Stop giving strength to the version of you that holds you back. Start feeding the version that's ready to rise. You are one disciplined choice away from transforming your entire life. So when the alarm rings tomorrow morning, don't reason, don't negotiate, don't delay. Stand up, show up, level up, because every rep, every drop of sweat, every disciplined moment is a punch to the face of that weak, comfortable version of you. And soon, if you stay consistent, that version will have no power left. Final command: comfort builds the person you are now. Discipline builds the person you could be. Choose wisely, because your future self is watching. You don't get the body you wish for, you earn it through consistency and effort. Everyone wants results. Everyone wants a strong, confident, powerful physique. Everyone wants abs, broader shoulders, a bigger chest, stronger legs. But wanting is cheap. Wanting doesn't transform you. Desire alone is just a dream, and dreams without action fade into disappointment. There's a big difference between the people who talk about change and the people who become change. The body you imagine in your head, the one you admire in the mirror someday, won't appear because you wish for it, reposted a quote, or visualized it on your lock screen. It appears when you sweat for it, when you grind for it, when you show up again and again, even when nobody claps or notices. Success in the gym isn't magic, it's mathematics. It's consistency multiplied by effort. It's results divided by excuses. The iron doesn't care how you feel. The treadmill doesn't care how late you slept. The gym doesn't care about your mood. Your actions are the only things that matter. The problem with someday, most people say, someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll start working out. Someday I'll look like that. But someday is a graveyard where goals go to die. The difference between your dream body and your current body is the number of times you took action when you didn't feel like it, the number of times you chose discipline over comfort, the number of days you honored the commitment you made to yourself. Your body is a reflection of your habits, not your hopes. Wishing is passive. Working is powerful. Wishing waits for motivation. Working creates motivation. When you take action, you build momentum. You build belief, you build identity, you begin to see progress, and progress is addictive. Think of every workout as a brick. Some people lay one brick and then quit for 3 weeks. Of course, the wall never gets built, but the ones who show up consistently, they build a fortress, a foundation of strength that can't be ignored. The best bodies aren't T-sculpted in moments of excitement. They are sculpted in moments of discipline when quitting feels easier than continuing. What consistency really means. Consistency isn't perfection. It isn't working out 7 days a week at maximum intensity. Consistency is showing up when it's raining, showing up when you're tired, showing up when motivation is zero, showing up when your last progress was tiny, showing up even when progress isn't visible yet. Consistency is proving over and over again that your promise means more than your mood. One workout doesn't change your body. 1,000 workouts change your life. Effort, the secret behind every transformation. There are two kinds of people in the gym. One, those who show up and go through the motions. Two, those who show up and push past their limits. Effort is the great separator. You can't half try and expect full results. You can't train like you're maintaining when you're trying to transform. Growth lives at the edge of discomfort. If the last reps don't hurt, they don't count. If the workout doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Effort is when your muscles scream for mercy and you give them more. Effort is when your mind begs to quit and you laugh at the weakness. Every rep that burns is a rep that builds. Every bead of sweat is a seed of progress. The reality of progress, transformation is slow. Muscles don't grow on your timeline. Fat doesn't vanish because you demanded it to. But here's what happens when you keep showing up. Clothes start fitting differently. Strength becomes noticeable. Endurance improves. Compliments start rolling in. Confidence skyrockets. The mirror begins to reward you. One day you wake up and think, I can't believe I used to be that person. But that day doesn't arrive without consistent suffering. Progress is invisible until it's undeniable. Earned pride versus regret. There are only two outcomes when the day ends. Pride, because you showed up and pushed yourself. Regret, because you let another day slip away. Your results are nothing but the sum of your choices. Tonight, when you look in the mirror, you will know the truth. Did you wish for change or did you work for it? Regret hits harder than any workout ever could. What earning it looks like. Earning your body looks like. Leaving sweat on the floor. Turning can't into one more. Adding weight when your mind says no. Choosing the gym over excuses. Eating for progress, not pleasure. Showing up even when no one notices. It looks like sacrifice. It looks like pain. It looks like early alarms and late workouts. It looks like discipline becoming your default. The best version of you is built in the decisions nobody sees. When you want to quit, you will have hard days. You will have setbacks. You will doubt yourself. You will question why you're doing this. But here's the truth. The desire to quit is a sign that you're pushing beyond the old you. If it wasn't painful, if it wasn't frustrating, if it wasn't mentally draining, then it wouldn't be transformative. Muscles grow by tearing. Growth requires breakdown before breakthrough. The body you want demands sacrifice. It doesn't respond to comfort. It responds to effort that leaves you questioning your sanity. Change the story. You are not stuck with the body you have unless you choose to be. Every workout is a vote for the person you want to become. Every meal is a vote. Every healthy choice is a vote. And every vote counts. Your body is built by what you repeat, not what you occasionally attempt. Either your habits build you or they break you. From identity to reality, when you are consistent long enough, something shifts. You stop saying, I'm trying to get in shape, and you start saying, I'm an athlete. I'm disciplined. I train hard. Your identity changes first. Your body follows. The moment you believe you are capable of greatness, you start acting like it, and greatness responds. Discipline, desire. You're not always going to want to train. You're not always going to feel motivated. That's okay, because discipline does not ask for permission. Discipline doesn't check your mood. Discipline doesn't negotiate with laziness. Discipline shows up every single time. When desire disappears, discipline takes the wheel. Earn it every day. Look at your dream body. Picture it. Now realize this. Every day you skip training. Every day you give in to the easy option. Every day you choose comfort. You step farther away from that vision. But every day you show up, every rep you fight for, every challenge you overcome, you earn a piece of that body. Day by day, set by set, rep by rep, until the day comes when your results speak louder than your excuses. Final message: you don't get the body you admire. You get the body you commit to. Not once, not for a week, not for a month, forever. Fitness isn't a phase. It's a lifestyle. Consistency isn't a strategy. It's a personality. Effort isn't optional. It's the price of greatness. So the next time your mind tells you it's okay to skip, it doesn't matter, you can start tomorrow, answer back with the truth: I earned my results. I work for this. Today counts. Because the body you dream of isn't waiting for you. It's waiting for your action. Wish less, work more, earn everything. Every rep is a vote. Every run is a promise kept. Every drop of sweat is proof you're refusing to stay the same. Results don't arrive suddenly. They are built quietly, one small action at a time. People often think transformation happens in giant leaps, but the truth is simpler and harder. Your future body is shaped by the thousands of tiny choices you make when no one is looking. Every rep matters. Every decision matters. Every moment of effort matters. The gym isn't just a physical place. It's a voting booth. Every time you show up, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. A vote for strength. When you pick up a dumbbell, that's a vote. When you hit that treadmill, that's a vote. When you choose water over soda, that's a vote. You are constantly shaping your identity with your actions. There are two candidates running your life: the version of you that settles, the version of you that evolves. Which one are you electing today? If you think one workout doesn't matter, imagine what happens after a year of one workout doesn't matter days. Imagine how much potential gets thrown in the trash. Small decisions stack up. Consistency compounds. Votes count. Every rep is your opportunity to prove that you deserve the results you're chasing. A promise to yourself. The hardest promises to keep are the ones you make silently to yourself. It's easy to keep promises when someone is watching. It's easy to show up when motivation is high. It's easy to start. The challenge is continuing. A run isn't just cardio. It's a contract with your future self. I won't quit on you. When you lace up your shoes and hit the pavement, you are telling every version of your past that doubted you, you were wrong about me. You build trust with yourself step by step. Self-trust isn't created by words. It's created by action. Every run says, I finish what I start. I don't back down. I keep going. And the more promises you keep, the more unstoppable you become. Sweat, the real evidence of growth. Sweat is honesty leaving your body. It's proof that you're fighting back against limitations. It's proof that you're not okay with being average. There are people who pretend they want results, and there are those who sweat for it. Sweat is your receipt for effort. Sweat is your signature on the contract of change. You can lie to others. You can lie to the camera. You can lie to the world with filters and clever captions. But your sweat tells the truth. Sweat says, I earned this. I pushed through. I didn't quit. Change isn't clean. Change isn't comfortable. Change is messy. And sweat is the mess you should be proud of. Refusing to stay the same. You weren't born to remain average. There is something inside you restless for greatness. And lazy habits have smothered it long enough. Every time you train, you say, I deserve better. I am capable of more. I'm not staying who I was yesterday. Muscles grow through stress. Character grows through challenge. Strength grows through discomfort. If you feel resistance, good. Resistance means you're moving forward. Comfort creates stagnation. Sweat creates transformation. The rep that hurts the most is the one that changes you the most. The accumulation of small wins. Progress isn't measured in one dramatic moment. It's measured in the 10th rep you didn't want to do, the workout you showed up to despite excuses, the meal you cleaned up instead of cheating, the late night craving you denied. Small victories turn into massive outcomes. Today's sweat is tomorrow's visible progress. Today's discipline is tomorrow's confidence. Today's grind is tomorrow's pride. You don't wake up strong, you build strong. Brick by brick, day by day, rep by rep. Your body knows the truth. You cannot trick the mirror. You cannot cheat the scale. You cannot negotiate results. Your body doesn't care about your reasons. It only understands action. It remembers the days you slacked. It remembers the days you dominated. It keeps score. And one day, it shows you the truth. If that truth is powerful, you earned it. If that truth is disappointing, you earned that too. Results don't lie because effort doesn't lie. Action over excuses. Excuses are the language of the old version of you, the version that loses. Excuses sound reasonable in the moment. I'm too tired. I'll make up for it tomorrow. I've already done enough. But excuses steal from the future. Effort is the only antidote to regret. Every rep you complete is a victory over the voice trying to hold you back. Every run you finish silences the part of you that wants to stay weak. Every drop of sweat washes away a layer of the old you. The power of momentum. One choice doesn't change everything, but one choice can start the chain reaction that does. Momentum is a force. Skip one workout. Easier to skip the next, push through one workout. Easier to push tomorrow. Success becomes a cycle. Quitting becomes a cycle. Which cycle are you building? Every rep is a push forward. Every workout is another brick in the wall protecting your goals. Momentum is built when you stop negotiating and start executing. Discipline, the unbreakable identity. When you consistently show up, you stop seeing training as optional. It becomes who you are. You don't go to the gym to look fit. You go because you are someone who trains. You don't run to burn calories. You run because you keep your promises. Your identity shifts from, I hope I can do this, to, this is who I am. That shift changes everything. Your decisions become easier because your direction becomes clear. The day you realize it's working, there is a moment, and it might sneak up on you, where everything clicks. You'll notice the weights feel lighter. You were not as winded, your form looks stronger, your reflection looks sharper, your mind feels tougher, you'll feel pride instead of pressure, hunger instead of hesitation, control instead of chaos. You'll realize you're no longer chasing results. You're chasing the next level. And that moment is worth every rep you sweated through. Winning the quiet battles. Most transformations aren't celebrated. They are barely noticed. No one sees. The early morning sessions, the late night training, the meals you changed, the temptations you beat, the tears, the frustration, the soreness. These are the battles that build you. You don't transform in the spotlight. You transform in silence. And then one day the world asks how you did it. Final message. Transformation isn't magic. It's math. Every rep adds up. Every run adds up. Every drop of sweat adds up. You are voting for your future every time you choose discipline over comfort. You are proving your commitment every time you keep a promise to yourself. You are refusing to stay the same every time you push through the pain. This is bigger than fitness. This is becoming the person you were meant to be. So the next time you pick up a weight, understand this. You are shaping your identity. The next time sweat drips down your face, know this. You are erasing the old and forging the strong. Every action is building you. Your future body is being earned right now. So cast your votes wisely. Keep your promises fiercely. Wear your sweat proudly. Because one rep at a time, you are becoming unstoppable. Excuses are lies designed to keep you average. Break the cycle. Every single day, you face a voice that whispers the easy way out. It tells you to take a break, to start later, to slow down, to settle for less. That voice has one job: to make you comfortable enough that you never change. That voice is your excuse machine, and it lies. Excuses are the most believable lies you will ever hear because they come from your own mind. They sound reasonable. They sound protective. They sound like they have your best interest in mind. But excuses weren't born to help you. They were born to hold you back. The comfort trap. Excuses are rooted in comfort. Comfort is rooted in fear. Fear is rooted in the unknown. Your excuses know that change requires pain. They know growth requires effort. They know progress demands sacrifice, so they protect you from the discomfort that leads to transformation. Excuses sound like, just one rest day won't matter. I'm too tired after work. I'll start fresh next week. I don't see results yet. Why bother? I deserve a break. All harmless at first, but excuses don't take days off. They multiply, they snowball, they become habits. Tiny excuses become large regrets. The silent killer potential. Nobody wakes up weak. Weakness is a choice made one excuse at a time. Nobody wakes up out of shape. Neglect builds slowly. One skip workout after another. Excuses are quiet, subtle, and deadly. They steal your potential in small pieces. You don't lose your dream in one moment. You lose it through 1,000 little moments where you said, "Not today." Excuses destroy greatness by convincing you mediocrity is acceptable. The fight against your old identity. Your excuses come from the version of you that is terrified of change. The lazy version, the comfortable version, the version that has never felt true discipline. This version doesn't want improvement because improvement exposes weakness. This version doesn't want results because results require consistency. This version doesn't want you to grow because growth means the old you must die. So excuses try to negotiate. They say, let's start when we feel motivated. But motivation is a trap. It's unreliable. They say, it's okay to skip once, but skipping once makes skipping twice easier. They say, you're not strong enough, but the only way to get strong is to show up anyway. Excuses are the enemy of evolution. Excuses are lies disguised as logic. Excuses don't show up screaming. They show up as persuasion. You need more rest. You worked hard yesterday. You deserve comfort. It's too early. It's too late. Your body hurts. You're not ready. They seem thoughtful. They seem protective. They seem logical. But they are lies dressed as reasons. Excuses exist to justify staying the same. When you know you deserve better, the moment of decision, the real battle doesn't happen in the gym. It doesn't happen under the bar. It doesn't happen during the last rep. The battle happens before the workout even begins. In the moment you decide whether to go or not, your mind says, I'll skip today. I'll make it up tomorrow. But tomorrow is a lie excuses invented. You only ever have two options. Do it. Don't. Every time you choose the harder path, you weaken the excuse-making voice. Every time you choose the easy path, you give that voice more power over you. Which voice is winning? Every excuse has a cost. Excuses feel free, but they come with the highest price. Every excuse you feed costs you strength, confidence, progress, pride, respect for yourself. The price of excuses is regret. The interest rate just gets higher. There is nothing more painful than looking in a mirror and knowing, I could have been more, but I chose comfort instead. Winners don't listen to excuses. Champions aren't superhuman. They just refuse to negotiate with weakness. They don't always feel motivated. They don't always feel ready. They don't always feel strong, but they show up anyway. Winners aren't defined by what they feel. They're defined by what they do in spite of feelings. Excuses are for people who want the body, but not the sweat, the dream, but not the grind, the results, but not the sacrifice. Winners want it more than they want comfort. How to break the excuse cycle? You don't need motivation. You need a decision. A decision that sounds like this: I go, no matter what. When excuses whisper, stay home, you answer, I'm going anyway. When excuses shout, you're too tired, you respond, good. That makes it a better workout. When excuses try to bargain, you can start later. You declare, later doesn't exist. I start now. Train your brain to love the challenge, not escape it. Discipline is the cure. Discipline is brutal, and that's what makes it powerful. Discipline isn't kind. Discipline doesn't care if you're in the mood. Discipline doesn't negotiate with excuses. Discipline shows up. Discipline gets the work done. Discipline transforms you. When discipline becomes your identity, excuses lose their voice. You stop asking, do I want to go? And start saying, I go because that's who I am. The mirror is watching. The mirror reflects truth, not excuses. It sees when you showed up, when you quit, when you lied to yourself. You can fool the world, but you can't fool the mirror. The body you want isn't waiting for permission. It's waiting for sweat. No excuse has ever built muscle. No excuse has ever burned fat. No excuse has ever created confidence. Only work does that. Final message: excuses will always be there, ready to comfort you back into mediocrity. But your potential is there too, waiting for you to fight back. So when you hear that voice trying to talk you out of greatness, understand that's not truth. That's fear. That's weakness. That's the old you trying to survive. You don't owe that version of yourself anything. You owe your future everything. Break the cycle. Silence the excuses. Do the work. Because the difference between the person you are and the person you could be is the number of times you said no to excuses and yes to becoming unstoppable. Pain teaches growth. Quitting teaches regret. Pain is inevitable. It's unavoidable. It's the cost of progress. Yet so many people spend their lives running from it, pretending it doesn't exist or hoping it will go away. But here's the truth. Pain is not your enemy. Quitting is. Every rep that burns, every mile that drags, every set that leaves your muscles screaming, that is growth knocking at your door. Pain is a teacher. Pain is not punishment. Pain is feedback. Pain tells you where your limits are, and more importantly, it tells you where they aren't. You will feel pain in the gym, in training, in every moment you push yourself. That burning sensation in your chest during a sprint, that shaking in your arms at the last set of curls, that soreness after a long leg day, that is your body telling you, you are leveling up, you are changing, you are alive. Pain is proof you are alive. Pain is proof you are trying. Pain is proof that you are refusing to settle. Quitting is the real threat. Here's the thing. Pain fades. Pain always fades. The burn in your muscles, the sweat dripping down your face, the exhaustion in your lungs, all temporary. Quitting, however, leaves a scar that doesn't heal. Every time you quit, you send a message to yourself. It's too hard. I can't do it. I'm not enough. Quitting teaches you to avoid discomfort, to choose comfort over progress, to live in mediocrity. It teaches you regret. Regret is heavier than any barbell. Regret lingers longer than soreness. Regret builds silently until one day you realize, I could have been stronger. I could have done more, but I gave up. Pain is fleeting. Quitting is permanent. The pain-reward connection. Pain is the currency of transformation. Every drop of sweat, every strain, every second of struggle is an investment. You are paying with discomfort to earn strength, endurance, and resilience. Growth doesn't come from what's easy. Growth comes from what hurts. Growth comes from pushing yourself when every fiber of your being screams, stop. Pain teaches patience. Pain teaches perseverance. Pain teaches discipline. Pain teaches humility. Pain teaches the difference between average and unstoppable. Every time you endure, you are teaching your body and your mind that you are stronger than you realized. You are training yourself to thrive in discomfort. And life rewards those who do. The value of suffering. Many people try to avoid suffering at all costs. They skip workouts, take shortcuts, and look for quick results. But transformation doesn't happen in comfort. Strength is never forged in ease. Confidence isn't built in convenience. The truth is simple. Suffering is unavoidable if you want results. You can suffer now and gain strength, discipline, and results, or you can suffer later in regret, wishing you had done what you could have done. The pain you feel during a hard workout is temporary. The pride, confidence, and power you earn from pushing through it are forever. Pain doesn't punish you. It prepares you. Mental toughness grows in pain. Physical strength is visible. Mental strength is invisible, but far more important. Pain is a gym for the mind. Every time you push past the discomfort, you're proving to yourself that you are capable of more than your fear and doubt told you. Your muscles may burn, but your mind is learning, I can endure, I can overcome, I can push past limitations. That mental toughness carries into every part of life. Work, relationships, challenges, obstacles. If you can handle pain in the gym, you can handle pain anywhere. Every time you embrace discomfort, you are rewriting your identity. You stop being someone who quits. You start being someone who perseveres. The choice between growth and regret. Every rep, every run, every workout is a choice between pain and growth or comfort and regret. Pain, temporary, transformative, empowering, quitting, temporary relief, permanent, regret, limiting. When you face the choice to push through or give up, remember this: the pain you feel today is the strength you gain tomorrow. Regret, on the other hand, grows quietly. You don't feel it immediately. It builds in the background until one day it hits hard and it's crushing. There's no way to undo it, no way to rewind time, no way to erase the I should have moments. Pain teaches. Quitting teaches nothing but regret. Pain is a sign you're doing it right. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't change you. The sore legs after squats mean your lower body is growing. The burning arms after curls mean your strength is increasing. The racing heart after sprints means your endurance is improving. Pain is the proof that your effort is real. Pain is the proof that you are alive, fighting and refusing to settle. When you see pain, don't run from it. Don't complain about it. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it teach you how strong you are. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Quitting breaks the cycle of progress. The real tragedy is that quitting is contagious to yourself. One skipped session leads to another. One easy choice leads to a habit of giving up. One moment of surrender convinces your mind that the effort isn't worth it. Slowly, silently, you allow weakness to define your identity. You let excuses and comfort become your lifestyle. Growth requires repetition. Discipline requires commitment. Progress requires perseverance. Quitting breaks all of that. Pain tests you. Quitting destroys you. The reward on the other side: endure the pain, embrace the struggle, push through the moments you want to quit. On the other side of pain is growth, strength, confidence, and results. Your body becomes stronger, leaner, and more resilient. Your mind becomes tougher, unshakable, and relentless. Your identity becomes unstoppable. Every drop of sweat, every set completed, every mile run. It is proof that you refuse to give up, proof that you earn what others only dream of. Pain in life mirrors pain in training. Life doesn't get easier. Challenges will always test you. Obstacles will always appear. Hardships will always try to stop you. The gym is your proving ground. Pain is your teacher. Discipline is your shield. The more you embrace pain in training, the more prepared you are to handle pain in life. Physical and mental growth go hand in hand. When you can endure the pain of a workout, the discomfort of the gym, the burning in your muscles, you train your mind to endure anything. The lessons of the gym extend far beyond the mirror. Your identity is forged in pain. The person you want to be doesn't exist in comfort. The strength you want doesn't exist in ease. The results you want don't exist in safety. Pain shapes identity. Pain builds character. Pain separates those who are average from those who are unstoppable. Every time you push through when it hurts, you are proving to yourself, I am not defined by discomfort. I am stronger than my excuses. I am capable of more than I thought. Your best self lives in the discomfort zone. Quitters live in the comfort zone, forever wishing, never achieving. Final message: pain is inevitable. Quitting is a choice. Pain teaches. Quitting teaches regret. Pain transforms. Quitting stagnates. Pain builds character. Quitting destroys confidence. Every time you feel the burn, embrace it. Every time your lungs scream, push. Every time your muscles cry, lift again. Because on the other side of pain is growth. On the other side of struggle is results. On the other side of discipline is an identity that refuses to quit. Stop fearing pain. Start fearing regret. Stop running from discomfort. Start running towards your potential. Stop giving up. Start showing up. Pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Choose wisely. Endure, persist, transform. Your lazy days should fear the person you decide to become. There is a quiet war raging inside you every single day. One side wants comfort, the other side demands growth. One side loves staying in bed, scrolling, and wasting time. The other side craves progress, discipline, and a body that refuses to settle for mediocrity. Your lazy days, the ones filled with excuses, procrastination, and half-effort, they should be afraid. Afraid of the version of you that refuses to be average. Afraid of the version of you that shows up when it's inconvenient. Afraid of the version of you that conquers weakness and demands results. Because the person you decide to become isn't a future fantasy. It starts right now. Every choice you make, every action you take, every rep you push through is the birth of that unstoppable version of yourself. Lazy days versus relentless action. Lazy days are seductive. They whisper, "You've done enough today. Rest a little more. Tomorrow will work out fine." They appeal to comfort, to ease, to immediate satisfaction. But here's the truth. Lazy days don't care about your dreams. They don't care about your future. They don't care about the body you want or the life you deserve. They exist only to maintain the status quo, to keep you small, average, and untested. Meanwhile, relentless action doesn't negotiate. It doesn't take excuses. It doesn't wait for motivation. It forces growth through discipline, consistency, and effort. Lazy days are afraid of this because action always wins. Progress always wins. Effort always wins. The power of your decisions. Every day you make choices. Some of these choices are small. Brushing your teeth, drinking water, eating a healthy meal. Some of these choices are huge. Finishing a brutal workout, pushing through the last set, hitting the pavement when your body wants to collapse. Lazy days thrive on indecision and delay. They grow stronger when you pause, when you rationalize, when you settle, but every choice you make in favor of action weakens laziness. Every time you act despite fatigue, boredom, or doubt, you're telling your old self, I am stronger than yesterday. I am better than yesterday. I will not be defeated by comfort. That's why your lazy days should fear you, because action builds momentum that lazy habits cannot overcome. Fear is a tool. Fear isn't always negative. Fear is a tool. Lazy days fear you because you wield fear as motivation, fear of regret, fear of missed opportunity, fear of mediocrity. These fears keep you disciplined when others give up. Every time you show up when your body wants to quit, when your mind wants to rest, you are sending a message. I am no longer the person who gives in to comfort. I am the person who earns everything. Lazy days are powerless against this. Comfort cannot compete with courage. Ease cannot compete with discipline. Temporary satisfaction cannot compete with long-term results. Building an identity that commands respect. The person you become is not created by motivation alone. It is created by habits, choices, and discipline. Every time you reject laziness, you build a stronger identity. You build a body that reflects effort. You build a mind that refuses excuses. You build confidence that cannot be shaken. You build a reputation with yourself first that you follow through on every promise. Lazy days are terrified of this identity because it cannot be bargained with. It does not yield to comfort. It does not pause for doubt. It does not hide from challenge. The stronger your habits, the fiercer your discipline, the more fear your lazy days should feel. The cost of ignoring lazy days. Every day you let laziness win, you lose. Not just for today, but for tomorrow, next week, next month. Every skip workout is strength unearned. Every cheat meal is progress lost. Every excuse is momentum wasted. The cost isn't always immediate. Sometimes it accumulates quietly. By the time you notice, weeks or months have passed, and the person you could have been is just out of reach. Lazy days don't care about your regrets. They exist only to weaken you until you settle for less than you are capable of. That's why they should fear the person who refuses to settle. Momentum is your weapon. Lazy days fear momentum. They fear the force that builds when you consistently show up and push through. One workout leads to another. One decision to eat clean leads to another. One act of discipline leads to a chain reaction that is unstoppable. When you gain momentum, your lazy days are powerless. They try to whisper, but you don't listen. They try to stop you, but you move faster. They try to slow you down, but you are already ahead. Momentum is earned. Momentum is built. Momentum turns the weak, average version of you into a machine, unstoppable, relentless, and disciplined. Lazy days know this. That's why they fear it. Comfort cannot defeat action. Comfort is easy. Laziness is easy. Excuses are easy, but easy will never give you the body, the confidence, or the life you want. Action is hard. Effort is hard. Discipline is hard. Growth is hard. That's why the person you are becoming terrifies lazy days, because it refuses easy. It thrives in difficulty. It conquers resistance. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It makes every moment count. Lazy days lose every battle against action. They whisper, rest today, but your body and mind know better. Results are not achieved by rest. They are earned by relentless pursuit. The long game, the person you are becoming, is not defined by one workout, one meal, or one decision. It is defined by the accumulation of countless moments where you said no to laziness and yes to growth. Every morning you rise before the sun. Every workout you finish when you're exhausted. Every healthy meal you choose over convenience. Every step forward when your mind wants to stop. These choices compound. They stack. They accumulate. One day, you wake up and realize the person you become is unrecognizable from the one who cowered in comfort. Your lazy days fear this person because they cannot undo months or years of consistent effort. They are powerless against the identity you've built, legacy of discipline. Your actions today are writing your story tomorrow. The person you decide to become is the one who sets the tone for every moment of your life. Lazy days are fleeting. The results you earn, the strength you build, the confidence you carry, those last. That's why you must show up for yourself relentlessly. The person you become isn't just stronger physically, they are stronger mentally, they are relentless emotionally, they are unshakable spiritually. Lazy days have no power here because they are small, fleeting, and shallow. The stronger your discipline, the bigger your impact, and the more your lazy days are forced to step aside. Fear regret, not pain. Lazy days exist to comfort you, but comfort will never protect you from regret. The person you decide to become is not afraid of pain. They are afraid of stagnation. They are afraid of mediocrity. Every time you push through a hard workout, every time you resist temptation, every time you overcome fatigue, you are showing yourself that you are in control. Lazy days fear this control because it exposes their powerlessness. Regret is permanent. Pain is temporary. Let your actions today strike fear into the lazy version of yourself that wants to keep you small. Final message: your lazy days should fear you. Not because you are perfect, not because you never struggle, but because you refuse to let weakness define you. The person you decide to become is not an accident. It is not a dream. It is a choice made daily, one action at a time. Show up when it's inconvenient. Work harder when your body protests. Push further when your mind wants to quit. Eat for progress, not pleasure. Refuse to settle for mediocrity. Every step forward, every rep, every disciplined choice builds the person who commands respect and who makes lazy days tremble. The stronger you get, the more unstoppable your identity becomes. The more unstoppable your identity, the more powerless excuses and laziness are. Your future self depends on the battles you fight today. Don't let lazy days win. Don't let comfort dictate your life. Don't let excuses steal your potential. Be relentless, be disciplined, be unstoppable. Make your lazy days fear you. Make your results undeniable. Make your life legendary.